This week on Design Santa Barbara, we are in Santa Barbara Design Center, and I'm excited to introduce the opening of our new showroom featuring Cynthia Rowley for Hooker Furniture. Cynthia Rowley is one of America's top designers. Having launched her label in 1988, she has helped shape the fashion industry since. I'm joined today by Santa Barbara Design Center's in-store designer and resident artist, Lizabeth Madal. Please join us as we explore the fabulous world of Cynthia Rowley. Now we are with Lizabeth Madal, and please tell us what we're going to do today.
Thank you. We're standing in the Cynthia Rowley showroom, and what we've done is to create two separate apartments. We're starting in the first bedroom, and we're looking at the Antoinette bed. It's named for the famous queen, and it manages to be both understated yet over the top. The top tassel is removable, so that's important when we select pieces to tell our narrative.
And we had a bench coming in. Gentlemen, can we get the bench? So this bench actually is a very curious piece.
Yes, we call this the fleur de glis, and it's a whimsical piece. It adds function, yet color and whimsy to the space.
And is actually very well designed, and you can see I love this part of it. It's a little cushion that built in the bench and gives an extra flair to it. Very nice.
Yes, I agree.
So we did side tables and a couple of nightstands, which we're going to bring some lamps to them, correctly?
Yes, and you can see it's all gilded, yet the metals are mixed and it provides reflective light on the surface.
It's quite beautiful. So let's move to the sitting area.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Madal. So now I'm interested to see that beautiful chair.
Well, we're in the sitting area and we need a chair. This chair has a glamorous 1930s vibe to it, and it's perfect for the space. We're then going to move in our table to anchor the space.
This coffee table is actually very versatile and very, very beautiful. And as you know, you can also change the tops.
So it's both functional and glam at the same time.
It surely is.
Then we're going to bring in our bench from the bed area. It's a transitional piece and
look at
meant
that.
to be moved.
That brings the room beautifully together. It makes it very functional and usable, and at the same time, as you say, very glamorous. So where do we go from here?
We are headed to the dining room.
All right, let's go. All right, now we are at this beautiful dining table and actually very comfortable chairs. I sat in a couple of them and they're very comfortable. So how'd you put this thing together?
The major piece is the dining table, and Cynthia Rowley calls it the after 8 table. Appropriately enough, the chairs are called darling upholstered oval back chairs. And it's a classic yet trendy design. Over here we have our soiree side table.
And matches actually quite well to the colors of the dining table, and they're very warm and rich.
It has nuance and adds warmth to the space.
Very much. And then we had a sideboard here that...
Yes, this console table can be used, as you see, against a wall, or it can be behind something. So again, it's a very versatile piece.
And very functional and beautiful. All right, next we had that sideboard.
Yes, this demi-lune uses mixed materials, and that's a hallmark of Cynthia Rowley's furnishings. But it adds just a gorgeous, glamorous touch and feel to the room.
It's beautifully manufactured and it looks completely different than anything else in the market. I think combination of Hooker Furniture, they make really beautiful furniture, and Cynthia Rowley's design, they came up pretty well.
Yes.
All right, and we had a little flower, I guess, to decorate it with.
Yes, this orchid, and the color was selected to complement and provide balance to the room.
It looks beautiful, fabulous. All right, where do we go from here?
Next, we go to the main room, and this room we're really going to build, starting with the bones of the room.
Wonderful. Looking forward to see that. Let's go. Stay tuned. There is more Design Santa Barbara after the break. People often ask me why buy an antique rug that costs more than a new one. Antique rugs have been around for several thousand years. In fact, the oldest still intact rug is over 2,500 years old and currently resides at the Hermitage in St. Petersburg. Antique rugs have been made exclusively by hand as an art form, with hand-spun wool and natural dyes. They're passed down from generation to generation as an heirloom. These rugs become an incredible investment over time. Antique rugs have a unique patina and look that, like any other antique, cannot be replicated by modern manufacturing. These rugs add to the warmth of your room and give personality that average rugs cannot. Recently, a record was broken when a rug with ties to Santa Barbara sold for $34 million. Come into Santa Barbara Design Center today and see our incredible antique rug collection and choose your next family heirloom. In this edition of Michael's Minutes, let's talk about sofas, be it classical, transitional, or modern. The style you choose should be based on your personal preference. Once you have a style, selecting the right size and shape for your space is critical. We offer love seats, sofas, sectionals, and sectionals with a return. The next step is selecting the right fabric for your lifestyle. You can choose from casual to durable, even washable. Last but not least comes the comfort of your sofa. We carry many materials like high-density foam that you can cover in polyester, down, or premium angel hair for maximum comfort and support. I invite you to come to Santa Barbara Design Center at 410 Olive Street and select your dream sofa.
Welcome to Rugs & More. We provide the West Coast with the most comprehensive collection of new, oriental, and antique rugs. Rugs are solid art investments and often become cherished family treasures. Our limitless inventory will warm up your home. Exotic or traditional, tribal or modern, our rugs weave stories through intricate patterns, compelling colors, and touchable materials. #1 in Santa Barbara for over 20 years. Visit us today at Rugs & More, 410 Olive Street in Santa Barbara.
We're now in the main living room and we're going to put our rug down. We used colors that we know will coordinate with all of our lovely furnishings. And as you can see, the apartment surrounds us. It all corresponds.
I like that you start always with the rug. That's my favorite part of the whole show.
We'll now bring in the sofa.
Quite a stunning sofa.
It is. And with Cynthia Rowley, it's all in the details. You notice the keyhole design in the back that you can see through to the next room.
Right now we got a sofa table coming in, correct?
Correct. And as you can see, we have the gold that goes with the gray and provides a striking contrast. It's modern, yet classic.
It's quite stunning, actually. What do you say we sit on this extremely beautiful sofa and try it out for comfort while the guys are bringing the pieces?
I'd love to.
Wow, actually it's very comfortable.
Yes, it is.
Not only beautiful, but comfortable. So we got two side tables that they match, again, the sofa table, and we had a matching coffee table as well, which you choose, right?
Yes.
And these have a story, correct?
Yes. This has a sporty vibe to it. She uses exotic woods and deep, rich colors.
And what I noticed is usually wherever I have bought furniture, they have usually the center the star be in the center. On this one, the star is shifted to the corner, which is very unusual.
Yes, it has an asymmetrical quality, and we can use that when we place our accessories.
Wonderful.
We're now bringing in our side chairs. They're called the Wallace chair. And again, I'd like to point out Cynthia Rowley's detail, mixing the colors and metals.
Actually quite stunning. I've seen a lot of tufted chairs, but not quite like this. And good thing is swivels very nicely.
That's the added bonus.
That's beautiful. And we had a pair of them. This vignette is getting nicer and nicer. I think the showroom you're putting together is going to be stunning.
Thank you. Next, we'll bring in some accessories and our lighting. The accessories will help to bring harmony and balance to the space and add color.
Wonderful. Lizabeth, I love what you did in this vignette. It is beautifully furnished. I know the furniture is amazing to begin with, but putting it together is an art, and you did a wonderful job. And the 4 vignettes you put together, I want to buy them.
Thank you.
And we have noticed the entertainment center, and your painting caps it all off. And where is that from?
That is Los Padres Forest, and I put that there because it gave dimension to the space, and that's our focal wall.
It's beautiful. It actually caps it off nicely. So I'm excited to see what you do in the next vignette.
Okay.
Right. Coming up next on Design Santa Barbara.
Welcome to Rugs and More. We provide the West Coast with the most comprehensive collection of new Oriental and antique rugs. Rugs are solid art investments and often become cherished family treasures. Our limitless inventory will warm up your home. Exotic or traditional, tribal or modern, our rugs weave stories through intricate patterns, compelling colors, and touchable materials. #1 in Santa Barbara for over 20 years. Visit us today at Rugs and More, 410 Olive Street in Santa Barbara.
At Santa Barbara Design Center, we have a great variety of Castell outdoor furniture for your home. Choose from many styles, including patio chairs, outdoor sofas, chaise lounges, and more to find the perfect fit for your terrace. Castell outdoor furniture is the finest in the world. Made from the best materials, they're durable, long-lasting, and offer styles ranging from classical to contemporary. Castell outdoor furniture is handmade one at a time to ensure the highest quality, from a solid foundation to individual brush strokes. Each piece truly is a work of art. With custom-tailored cushions, comfort and fashion is designed to conform to luxury exterior furniture, giving just the right feel to outdoor lounging. I invite you to come in and see the luxury of Castell outdoor furniture at Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive Street. All right, Lizabeth, I loved what you did in the first vignette. Absolutely stunning and looks good. So I know Cynthia Rowley has a lot of different pieces of furnishing, and so here we are at the second vignette.
Yes, she does. Cynthia Rowley has a broad spectrum of choices. to create our living spaces. And now we're introducing these gorgeous black lacquer pieces accented in gold.
And this collection is called
This is the Skyline bookcase.
Skyline bookcase.
And one of the features of it is that virtually any object that you put on there becomes important because of the black lacquer.
That's
it
correct.
Pops it.
It looks absolutely beautiful. So we had a coffee table coming in.
Yes, this is called the Aura round cocktail table, and it has that lovely shell top that ties in with the side tables that we'll bring in.
I like it when the designers mixed texture and materials. It gives a third dimension to it. It's absolutely beautiful. Shells look beautiful. And then you had a settee.
Yes, this is the Ludlow settee. Again, it has that glamorous vibe to it.
I like the round arms, and the tufting makes it very, very, very beautiful. Very good. And then we had a couple of lamps to set it off, I suppose.
Yes.
All right, Elizabeth, you did a wonderful job in the sitting area, and I like the finishes Cynthia Rowley has on most materials she's using. Very different.
I agree.
Not what you see in average furniture nowadays. So where do we go from here?
From here, we'll go to the living room.
All right, excited to see it. All right, now we are creating a living room.
Yes, we are.
I see you have some pieces in place already.
Yes, we started with the rug. We used a lot of the colors that Cynthia Rowley uses in her scheme, this rich blue. We then brought in the sofa. This is called the Wallace sofa.
It is the matching piece to the swivel chairs we had.
Correct.
Quite beautiful, actually. And next we had a coffee table to go with it.
Cynthia Rowley calls this the Horizon Line round cocktail table, and you can see that it uses a reflective surface, the mirror, which helps to expand the room's light.
It looks actually bigger, makes the room look bigger. Any mirror I have ever used makes the room bigger.
And here comes the chairs. These are called the Worth Exposed Wood chairs, but look how she put it together with the different
beautiful
fabrics and textures.
And they look very comfortable as well.
They
so that look is
absolutely.
one thing, comfort is a completely different thing, and these look very comfortable. What else we had to add to this room?
And then to this room, we've added some artwork, some lighting, lamps.
And then we had a couple of ottomans that...
Lastly, to finish and balance the space, we're going to bring in our ottomans.
So these are exceptionally cool.
This is called the Brando.
Reminds me at my old glamorous, probably Hollywood Marlon Brando.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. And then we had some accessories.
Yes, we're going to put some books and an element of freshness that brings the outdoors in, the flower.
Beautiful. Elizabeth, I like what you did. It looks beautiful. You brought the Cynthia Rowley's furniture, accentuated it, and makes it really cohesive and beautiful.
Thank you.
Next we're gonna go to the dining room, right?
Okay.
So here we are at the dining room, which you have set up, and I love it, but maybe you can explain to us about the pieces.
Absolutely. We started with the Persian antique carpet and added this table. It's called the longboard rectangle table, and it comes with two 20-inch leaves, so it can go quite large, like a surfboard. There's a sportiness to this ensemble.
This looks like actually interiors of a Rolls Royce.
It does.
It's very beautiful.
It does.
It's burl wood, and the detail is incredibly nice. You can see faces even in there.
It's minimalist in design and color so that those details actually shine through.
It's beautiful.
And this is the Curiosity credenza. You can see the sycamore grain peeking through the turquoise lacquer. And you can't miss the lovely knobs and handles. Again, it's a mixed metal that Cynthia uses in her designs.
It's beautifully done. And the chairs have the same fabric as the Willis sofa.
That's right.
So that ties your living room, dining room that way as well.
Exactly.
Very good. So what else is in the dining room that you're gonna accentuate and point out?
We are also going to flank it with a chair in one side and the bar cart that rolls and again is a transitional piece to be rolled where needed.
So are we finished with this room, Miss Lizabeth?
One last element just to bring it all together, this gorgeous cascading orchid.
Oh, I love these white orchids. They just add a lot of texture and warmth to every room. Very nice. So we go to the last vignette, which is the bedroom set.
Please.
All right, I'll follow you. People often ask me why buy an antique rug that costs more than a new one. Antique rugs have been around for several thousand years. In fact, the oldest still intact rug is over 2,500 years old and currently resides at the Hermitage in St. Petersburg. Antique rugs have been made exclusively by hand as an art form, with hand-spun wool and natural dyes. They're passed down from generation to generation as an heirloom. These rugs become an incredible investment over time. Antique rugs have a unique patina and look that, like any other antique, cannot be replicated by modern manufacturing. These rugs add to the warmth of your room and give personality that average rugs cannot. Recently, a record was broken when a rug with ties to Santa Barbara sold for $34 million. Come into Santa Barbara Design Center today and see our incredible antique rug collection and choose your next family heirloom. All right, our last vignette, but not the least, is beautiful. It's a magnificent bedroom you put together, obviously using Cynthia Rowley's furniture. Maybe you can explain to the viewers a little bit about each one.
Absolutely. We started with the bed. This is an upholstered California king, and in contrast to the other bed that we showed earlier, this is a more tailored look. We then moved the settee, called the Gigi settee. It harkens a 1940s French salon feel. Then we added this gorgeous vertical chest. It's called the Roman chest.
The tall chests are actually really hard to come by, and they're very functional.
As well as the two nightstands, the Roman side night tables.
Beautiful.
And then we finished with this note-to-self writing desk. And again, if you see notice the chair is the same chair from the dining area.
And these are interchangeable, and you
They
can use it
are,
as
absolutely.
Beautiful. That's a very, and the same finished. If you look at it, you can coordinate the whole house over one color.
Yes.
Very nice. Lizabeth, I want to thank you very much for beautiful designs you did putting together Cynthia Rowley furniture by Hooker Furniture. And if you want to see this in person, please come visit us in Santa Barbara Design Center. Today on our expert tips, we have Lizabeth Madal. She's our in-house designer. She stages all of our furnishings, creates different vignettes. My question to you for the viewers is, how do you approach creating living spaces that are warm and inviting and so beautiful?
When I create vignettes to showcase our furnishings here at Santa Barbara Design Center, I want it to be both functional and pleasing to the eye. I'll usually start with the rug. It gives a good foundation to our furnishings, and it provides inspiration for the style and colors that will go into the space. And whether it's a living or dining room, an office or bedroom, or even an outdoor patio area, I focus on the best layout of the major pieces first, such as the sofa or the dining table. And then I arrange the supporting pieces like the coffee tables and side tables and chairs. All the pieces should work together to create comfort and convenience.
And last but not least is the art that you put on the wall. And you actually taught me that's one of the most important things to have. So maybe you can explain that a little bit.
Art brings a dimension and color to the space. As an artist myself, I'm particularly fond of using original works of art and prints. Paintings can evoke emotion, and they can soothe or excite and generally just personalize the room.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's a good basis to create a wonderful room, and hopefully our viewers learned something today. Thank you again.
You're welcome.